Hey guys, Coach Reagan here with your whiteboard workout. For today we have a cardio interval workout. To begin, we're going to warm up with 3 to 5 minutes of cardio of your choice, and then grab a stopwatch and we're going to run through all of the exercises and do 30 seconds of each exercise. So make sure you keep moving the whole time. If you need to, you can dial back the intensity, do a modification, but just make sure you keep moving for the full 30 seconds. So our first exercise we have is jumping jacks. So nice and easy, you can start with the modification right here, tapping out to the side. Make sure you reach your fingers together at the top, straighten your arms all the way. So 30 seconds of jumping jacks, then we have long jumps on the turf. So you'll do this going down the turf this way, but I'll show it this way just so you can see. So you're going to start in a sitting deep in your squat, send your hips back, chest is up, use your arms to get some momentum, to hop forward, make sure you absorb the weight in your heels and come up. So that's your long jump. So you'll just do it down the turf, just like this. Just like that, all the way down the turf and back for 30 seconds. So make sure you're absorbing the weight through your heels and try not to go too long in your jump. So start out with a small jump and then gradually increase the length if your form is good. So if you're able to keep your legs underneath you when you land and keep that landing soft. If you need to modify this, you can go ahead and do regular squats right here. Or you can try going into squat and walking, like we sometimes do with the band around our ankles. You can just do walk down the turf for 30 seconds. Next, we have lower and lifts. So you'll be on your back for these. On a mat, drive your toes towards your shins. Lower your legs down towards the ground and come right back up. Make sure you're pressing your lower back into the mat the whole time. So it will be easier if you bend your knees and you just tap your heels down. That's one modification you can do. You can also put your hands behind your head. If you want to make it a little harder, you can put your hands down by your waist and just put your palms in the ground. But if you need to make it a little bit more easy, you can make a U with your hands and place them underneath your hips. This will help you tuck your hips, so it'll slightly rock them back. This will help support your lower back in the exercise. So make sure you're lowering your legs only as far as you can go while still keeping your lower back pressed into the ground. So if you're lowering your legs all the way but your back is coming off the ground, then go ahead and lower your legs, say only till here, if you can keep your lower back on the ground at this height. Then you'll gradually work up to being able to lower your legs further down. Alright, so after your lower and lifts, we have scissor jumps. So these are kind of like jump lunges, but you switch your feet in the air. So we have both knees bent. Make sure this back leg is right underneath your hip. Knees are tracking over your toes. You're just going to switch right here. Knees tracking over your toes the whole time for 30 seconds. If you need to, you can modify it. You can come right here. You're going to come into a narrow squat, step back, and come up. So just like a reverse lunge. Switching feet. Alright, after your scissor jumps, we have ski jumps. So you will hop with both feet to the side and back. So right here, use your arms, keep your chest up, belly button hold in, toes are both pointing forward, your feet are parallel, your knees are parallel. If you'd like, you can take it 2 or 3 hops in each direction, bring it back, mix it up, do whatever you're comfortable with. Again, if you need to modify that, if the impact is too much, it will be lighter on your joints if you take it on the turf. than on the black. Also, if you need to, you can take it right here with a side step. And feel free to grab some of the bands and add them around your ankles. If you want to modify it, take the hop out and just do a side step. All right, after ski jumps, we have butt kickers. So driving your heels towards your glutes. Really use the back of your legs, engage your hamstrings. When you're ready, take it up to a light jog. Try to keep your knees together. So instead of coming out here wide, try to keep your knees together right underneath you. Use your arms, pull your belly button in the whole time. And then we have, after butt kickers, we have push-ups. So you can do whatever version of these you need to. If you want to do them on a bench, on the wall, or on your knees or toes on the ground. We have our hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Make sure, yes. Oh.
What?
I thought you said right. Make sure you scream. I thought you said right.
No.
Okay, so make sure you keep your hips in line with your spine. There's a line going from the top of your head all the way through your knees. So it's easy to kind of hinge at your hips, but make sure you don't do that. Squeeze your glutes. Keep a straight line, lower down to 90 and press right back up. If you do it on your toes, make sure again you're lowering your whole body and pressing right back up. Keep that back solid. Don't arch your back or hike here. And also, if you're lowering down, make sure you aren't snaking up. So make sure you keep that whole plank down and up. It's really going to challenge your core. So make sure you pull your belly button into your spine the whole time. Next, we have skaters. So you'll be hopping from side to side. Stabilize. Then take it low. When you're ready, try and keep it all at one level, one height. Woo. Use your arms. Hands go ear to hip. If you want to take it down, low impact, side steps right here. So what I think about when I'm doing this exercise is really getting over that foot to help you with your stabilization. Make sure you engage your glute of your standing leg. Pull your belly button in, and it's a little bit of a side crunch right here. So really engage your core muscles. It's going to help you stabilize. Okay, after skaters, then we have dips. So we're taking that push-up motion and we're going to reverse it with the dip. Work the back of your arms. So you can do this with your hands on the bench. That'll be a little bit easier on your wrist, or you can do it with your hands on the floor. Tabletop position. Bend your elbows, sending them straight behind you, and press right back up for 30 seconds. Pull your belly button into your spine the whole time, and lift your chin. Okay, after dips, then we have burpees. So beginning by placing your hands on the ground or on the bench. If you don't have the mobility in your hips to do the burpees with your hands on the ground, then please start on the bench. This is going to be better for your joints and also for building up to doing burpees on the ground. So you first have to get the flexibility before you can do them on the ground. Because we always want to make sure that even in this, when we're doing stuff for 30 seconds, we're having good form the entire time. So if you're doing it for 30 seconds, make sure that you're slowing it down enough to have good form. Once you get the form down, feel free to go ahead and speed it up as much as you'd like. All right, so for burpees, we're going to place our hands directly, pretty close to our feet here, directly underneath our shoulders. We're going to hop or step back into a plank. We aren't going to do a push-up. We're just going to hold this plank for a second, hop or step in, toes pointed forward. Then when we come here, we're sitting back in our squat. We come to our squat first, before we stand up, reach overhead, or add a jump. Make sure when you're jumping, just like in your long jumps, you're absorbing your weight through your heels. So you jump, land, toe ball, heel, come back down into your squat. So keep it as silent as possible. All right, then you'll repeat burpees for 30 seconds. Next, we have tabletop toe taps. So we're back in that dip position. Tapping opposite arm, opposite hand to opposite foot, right here. Make sure you keep these hands pointed towards your toes. So don't let them open up. That's gonna put weight, weird distributions on your elbows and shoulders. So keep your core contracted right here. So this is like crunch in the core. Lift your hips by squeezing your glutes, work the back of your legs. All right, so we have alternating tabletop toe taps for 30 seconds. The last two exercises we have, we're taking it over into a plank. One is mountain climbers, driving your toes towards your shins. Lift your knees to 90 degrees towards your chest. Silently placing your feet down. Make sure you aren't back here. Keep your weight on top of your wrists, shoulders on top of your wrists. Add a little hop when you're ready. 30 seconds. If you need to come down, take a rest right here. Feel free to. Or if this is too much pressure on your wrists, go ahead and take it up right here and do high knees or high knees. Whichever works for you for this exercise. Then our last exercise we have is skydivers, so we'll take it back down on our mats. And you can do this Supermans, or you can do skydivers. Lifting your arms and legs off the mat. Try to lift the top of your legs off the mat as well. Keep your legs straight. One thing that helps me remember to keep my legs straight the whole time is to flex my toes towards my shins and drive through my heels. So this will work, activate the muscles in the back of your legs and your glutes. Remind you to keep those legs straight. All right. Then after that, go ahead and grab some water. You can do 3 minutes of cardio if you'd like in between each round, or you can take a walk, grab your water, as I said before, go to the bushes and back or around bumpas. You have 3 to 4 rounds of that cardio circuit. So of those exercises, 30 seconds of each, moving through the entire time. Again, it's to whatever intensity you feel comfortable with. So the first round, you may want to take it a little bit easy, kind of ease into it, make sure you're fully warmed up. But then by the third round and fourth round, if you want to do another one, make sure you're really pushing yourself and not just getting comfortable with it. Okay, so after you do the 3 to 4 rounds, then go ahead and stretch and make sure you drink a lot of water. It's been really hot, and have a great rest of your day.